great question.
Is there a structure to the program that you guys have been in service in?
It's a media specialist.
I've been teaching like this ever since I started. I just used paper and pencil when I started. It's the lesson plans I use now are no different. I just have better tools to do it with. It's the same structure.
Roy, you can speak to that as well, because there's another question too, though, specifically the web literacy piece. Is that what you mean by how our teachers taught?
No, I mean, it's like, it seems like a different teacher has a different way to do it, but is there any consistent, like, okay, you're teaching history, and we recommend that you use these tools to try to
I think one of the great things about this district is they allow us as professionals to make choices.
Nice.
And I'm new, this is my second year in the district. Y'all are lucky with the teachers that you have in this district. There's some fantastic teachers.
Not questioning that.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, we make, they allow us to make those decisions.
So, Roy, if you could speak to the PD piece that you're in charge of.
Well, as far as professional development, we provide a lot of opportunities for teachers to learn how to be facilitators in the classroom, how to facilitate change, how to make students into those critical thinkers. So they do come to the classroom knowing how to bring out the best in their students. And, like we said, we do work with a lot of great teachers. So we technically teachers take the technology and they leverage the curriculum that they're teaching. They're not changing the curriculum. The concepts, the topics, those are staying the same. Those will never leave, but they're using the technology to leverage what students are learning to kind of take it the next step above it, the next level.
The district has made an investment, a significant investment in helping to train. A lot of us have like-minded ideas of how we want to approach students. As Roy mentioned, it's always putting the student first. A lot of us were flown out to Boston to where we could see things that maybe crystallized ideas that we had previously, but put it in a better way for us to actually functionally use it. There are a lot of people in this district who this is the second career. They've worked professionally in the fields that they've done, and so they bring that practical experience with them to help teach it as if it's more like a business setting and a practical approach. So there's been a lot of
That's
stuff.
what I was heading.
Yeah.
We have great teachers, but this district over where I came from, which was a high-performing district, the support is incredible from the administration. The amount of professional development that has afforded us is fantastic.
And if I can add one thing to the question that you asked about, are there sort of uniformity or things that are consistent? In fact, one of the things I think the strength of, let's say, higher education in this country, why American universities are really the best universities in the world, and why I'm so proud to be in one of them, is that the faculty are given the freedom in some way to figure out what the best way of revealing to a student this relationship that we have with that subject matter. And I think that I was very pleased to hear that that you have that support to take those kinds of decisions, because it is only through that you can really tap into the creativity and the ideas of the faculty. So clearly there are state mandates, clearly there are boxes within which we all function. It's not that you can go and do anything. But even within that, to have that sense of autonomy that you can, based on the classroom that you have, the subject matter you're teaching, some level of freedom to make the choices that utilizes your expertise, your experience, I think is a very, very powerful thing. And that's something which I see is going away increasingly. So coming back to the theme that I ended with my talk with, that I see that going away, where we have seen more and more of this sort of top-down restriction on what, scripted instruction and things that way, which I think is a really a big problem. So I'm very happy to hear that you feel that you're supported and that you have that some level of autonomy there to make this kind of decisions. I think that's really wonderful.
And at a very little level, yeah, it's exactly where the district's at, noticing the need for that structure of professional development. And through the conversations, through partnerships with universities,